No correlation.
Ram Ram.
Right? So it could be, that. Line of best fit pass through x bar y bar. X bar is the mean of horizontal, y bar is the mean of vertical data. So your line of best fit pass through that line. See, see how it looks like. Strong positive, weak positive, no correlations thing over there. Weak negative correlation and strong negative correlation. How it looks like. Weak negative correlation, you can see it is little bit spread more, but trend is toward downward only. A strong negative correlation having some linear trend, perfect linear trend, you can see over there. Okay. And you can also see here the strong positive correlation and weak positive correlation. The strong positive correlation are like they are having some discipline. They're following that path, that line, straight line. But weak positive correlation is like they're going with the trend, they're going in the level up, they're leveling up, but the differences are high in between. Whereas no correlation, there you can see the data are all spread all across in the scatter plot. This is what I'm asking. This is what the very important question asked in your degree a lot. What is the difference between correlation and causation? It is important to aware just because correlation exists, it does not mean that change in one variable is causing the change in another variable. Like height and weight example that I have. Correlation does not imply causation. Since your data is saying positive correlation, why his height is not increasing if his weight is increasing? Might eating more, but his genes are not doesn't allow him to grow in that height.
Namaste.
Are you getting me? So genes are also the causation over there. But in the data it is no sign. No sign of increase in height. Yes, weight is increasing. Because his entire family background, if you see, they are heavy, but not in height. That's the way. So genes are the factor over there. Data is not going to say why it is not increasing. So correlation does not simply means causation. If the change in one variable cause a change in other, then the two variables are said to be causal relationship. Causal relationship. Observing correlation between two variables does not mean that there is a causal relationship. This could be an underlying factor which is causing the correlation. If the two variables are the temperature and number of ice creams sold at a peak, it is likely to be caused. So it is not always, that's what they want to say. There are certain factors, there are certain examples where you have developed data very close to each other, then of course you rely on it. For example, selling ice cream in very hot temperature, how could you not say that if temperature is increasing, why either high ice cream is not increasing sale? What could be the other factor? Other factor could be everyone become hospitalized by eating ice cream just yesterday. So it become this news headlines in town that who is going to eat ice cream, they are going to go to hospital because ice cream is no more good for health. So it will also the other thing, but that is something beyond our imagination or thinking. But of course, it's happening. There is lots of experiments and things are going on in foodings industry right now, which is not good. And yes, people I think avoiding to eating lots of things outside, but they're cooking it at the home. So, but this thing, they want to show you certain examples where they have some causation relationship. They want to uh, make between the two data causing factor almost diminishing. And the one example they have seen we gave you is the number of ice cream sold in the summer, let's say. So what could be the best way not to say that ice cream sale will not going to increase in summer? Right? Correlation may exist between the global temperature and the number of monkeys kept as a pet in the UK, but they are unlikely to have a casual relation. I don't know about it. Maybe they have. I haven't read anything about it. I don't know how much they like monkey as their pets, and what is the why it is called casual relationship. I don't know. Maybe they like. Do you know
जी
any story about
घर
it?
का
Like
ही
UK
काम
people
है.
likes monkey as a pet in their summer. This example they are giving away. Correlation may exist between global temperature and the number of monkeys kept as a pet. So when the temperature increases, global temp, so they put monkeys as their pets in UK. I don't know about it. Yeah, correlation you can develop. Correlation you can develop between any two things. At least you will going to get something negative, something positive. Maybe strong, maybe moderate, maybe weak. And what worst you have? You have no correlation. You say no correlation. Right? But there should be some calculation over there. Like you see this example. Alright, I think we have enough of the concepts. I'll put some questions over there. Let's practice. By baby. Next here you have it calculator. Do you know how to find out R value or the regression line? Let me. That's what I'm talking about. PMCC. 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 One second. I would like to show video on it. It's not a video. Is it visible to you? And audible? Is it now audible to you?
बिहार से.
So when describing correlation, we should mention, first of all, the type of correlation, positive, negative, or no correlation. So here we have positive correlation, because if we plotted a line of best fit, its gradient would be positive. We should also describe the strength as strong or weak. The closer the point, maybe the Zoom screen sharing.
One second.
Because they put a somehow.
Anyway, let's do the questions. Basically,
जी.
if you don't have calculator, just let me know. I can sell you some online calculators which help you to find out the PMCC value. But do you know how to also write the equation of the two given data? That's also very important. Let me-
The lines.
Yeah, the line. Yeah, the line which is going to pass through those correlations, those scatters.
No, sir. You can commission it.
So here with PMCC value, the
Thank
R
you.
is basically the something that will going to be there in the calculator, which means how your uh, the relation between the two data is defined by, right? If R is positive, then it is positive correlation, and basically R could have a maximum value positive one and minimum value negative one. Are you getting it? So
Yeah.
all positive values of R describes the positive, all negative values of R describe the negative correlation. If R is exactly 0, then it means no correlation, no perfect linear correlation. But if R is perfectly 1, then it's perfect positive correlation. If it is negative 1, then it's perfect linear, like this one. And if it is like this one for the positive, R is perfect, and this R negative 1, the perfect one. Right? Closer to 1 or negative 1 defines like how stronger it could be in terms of negative and positive. These are basically certain values of R, and it's showing it how it could look like. The formulas, of course, not required. Formulas are a little bit more complex, so we don't need the formula here to figure out. And we also will not going to do squares when rank correlation. These are something for DP, so we're not going to do this right now. We're not going to figure out. I'm going to delete it. Yeah, so okay, so that's what I'm talking about. The next is lean.